Hello, welcome in my studio. It is Gerda Smith speaking. I'm doing the one on Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for hope and a future. So basically it comes down, God has a plan for us. The theme for this week is I am in His hands. So I was thinking about hands, and I sort of drew out some pictures with hands in just as reference, and I got this one. Also got this drawing from a book. You can draw, if you're good you can draw hands, but a lot of people feel intimidated about drawing hands. So I thought I will go and show you some options of how to do it. Like with this one, I just photocopied it in black and white and teared it up. And it's important to have sort of uneven edges when you do paint over collage, which is what we're going to do. So I'll put this away. I couldn't really decide if I want to put this in and if I want to put this one. It's a difficult one. I actually think I'm going to go for this one. So I've teared up some bits. I'm actually going to tear out a little bit more. So I need a really hand that's is still left there. It's best not to cut it out with your scissors, because this jagged edges gives you the chance to actually make it part of your paint page without anybody actually realizing that you have glued something down. I think that will work. I've also just printed out the verse. I might put that down there. We'll see how it goes. It's one of those things with the way I work. I don't really know, don't really plan out. I just start and see if it works or not. I'm using gel matte medium to glue it down. Personally, I find that the best. Spatula. Okay. Sorry, just looking for my sponge. Can't find it now. Just use the back of this page. This page I just do like jelly prints or any form of background, just play around. It's nice when you want to do a page and you already have some backgrounds to work on. So I'll just glue this down. Try to get most of the bubbles out if you can. Also, it helps to disguise that you've actually used, you've glued it down in the end. Okay, if you like, you don't have to, and if you don't have it, don't really go out and buy it. But I like to use some clear gesso. This already have a bit of it on, so I'm just going to put it on here. That just all it does is actually just even out the surfaces, especially if you're going to do paint over collage and you're actually going to use the magazine where you've teared it out and you cut it out, then that could be slippery, and if you put some clear gesso on, it just evens out. So everything takes paint or whatever you put on it the same. It's not necessary, it just helps. people who do Bible journaling, I know they use that to just to strengthen the page without losing the text. Let's get rid of that. Okay. See. Alright, now to decide what to put in here, I could leave this, but I thought about putting a little girl in there just to represent me. You can put a star or a rose or whatever you think. It could be a symbol. It doesn't need to be a drawing of a person. You can even do a cut out of a photo of yourself in there. That might actually be quite nice and make it more personal. I don't really like photos of myself, so I will just maybe do a little girl. If you want to draw a person, just a stylized little person, the easy way is to just do a circle and do this, and then you can add your arms in whatever way you want. So if you have that base, you can turn it into anything. You can even turn it into a rabbit or whatever. So the circle with this, if you're not into drawing much, then that's sort of the easy and quick way to go, and you cannot really go wrong. So just to keep things simple, I'm going to do something similar. I like the kind of the sun there, so I might just do a little face there. There goes my little dress. And I just do it really simple. Just keep the hands beside. A bit of hair. I don't really have long hair at the moment, but that's kind of what I normally do with my girls. So when you're done your drawing, take some white paint or gesso. The titanium white of golden is quite nice, but I think I'll do some gesso just to get rid of the things that you don't want there. There we are. Just gonna. Let's see, the charcoal of my pencil is actually mixing in with this. It's not ideal. I normally like to draw with ink. I don't know why I decided to do the pencil today, but here we go. We will work around that. Sometimes the pencil is quite nice because it gives you some shadowing. But if it shadows where you don't want it, it's a bit annoying. Actually, while I'm drawing the little dress, so again, I'm now going into over the cutout, so that becomes not so cut out. It's my little girl. While that dries, I will start painting the hands. I might first just jiggle that into those colors. Some yellows. This is titanium buff. Oops, take that away. It's Naples yellow, if you're interested. Naples yellow reddish, wow. Let's just call it flesh. Okay, that's sort of base colors, and maybe something darker for the shadows. I might use Van Dyke Brown, that's one of my favorite colors. Okay, I need to, I think I'm going to fill this out. Maybe I'll just first paint the hands and you'll see how we go. It's nice if you do it black and white. If you do it in color, obviously, then you can just match the colors as you paint over. Because I've done it black and white, I'm can sort of make up my own colors. If you do your layers thin enough, then you can make sort of like more like a glaze than actually painting. Then you can actually use the tones that's already underneath to help you. I think I've painted out most of that now. That's alright. We have something in front of the other, the one that's behind. You have to decide which one is darker and which one is lighter. So in this case, obviously the thumb that's going out there is darker, so I'm just going to add a smidge of dark in there, just to make a difference there. This is still slightly wet from the clear gesso, but I don't want to waste time, so I'm just going to solder on some white. Let's use this. What not to do. This video might be too long. I need to stop it and maybe start a second one, and maybe do more than one video. Give you the idea of what I'm doing. To get the idea is that you just paint over the paper. What to do here is I'll just mix up another color. I might need something that stands a bit out, so the hand stands out. I'm actually going to go for green. I don't know why. See, by painting over the paper, you totally lose. You cannot see that I've actually glued this down anymore. So for the rest of the hand, that's what I will keep on doing. I'll just quickly do the little girl. Just dry enough. Light normally you can add, this is like a tea there, a little bit lighter, just gives the face a little bit more form. Okay, that is the beginning, and that's the basic instance. You can just keep on doing what I'm doing now, and you will end up with the page I have. Like when you want to go over that, like just get some. If you get translucent colors like yellow, it's easier to go over. Let's do this quickly. See, that way the words will still come through. If you feel you've lost too much, you can always just spray a little bit of water or just add a bit of water, and then with the tissue just dab it out and the words will come back a bit more clearer. I'm going to stop the video and start the second one, and we'll see how we do.